We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. First down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 59 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Not much there, only a yard. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
28, the ball.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
12-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
1st down.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 70 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
At the 35-yard line.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A head will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game because we've got a great one in store
between the Washington football team
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 74 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in your face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Chase Young
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground as Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Vita Vea. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2nd down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kamale Correa in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 30 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Time to go. Night. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Man, that's trash.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 43. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Stay with your man. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
56.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
The ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
21-0 our score after 1.
18-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Now Leonard Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
36, 36. Check 24, check 24.
That's out to the left and complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Scott Miller.
A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got one. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Down the middle of the field. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Kamale Correa. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what they
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Number 28.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
43 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Yeah.
They'll set up a throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
On the carry.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
6-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Check the outs, check the outs.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D.
And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this is a 33-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the run, it's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither of runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
It's been a long day for you. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You got tight right there. Kill. He's coming. We got double up. Switch. Check 52.
This is Fournette. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
56 to mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a...
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cow.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And they'll try to run the action here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
2nd and 11. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points they were thinking about.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, confused. Check 4, check 4. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Hey, check 24.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On the carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd and 6. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. He's got run. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33 line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 33 yards.
And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they got to deliver and finish things off.
31.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Solomon Thomas, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line. Before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Washington.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give, right side. Gibson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Gibson.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Shrugs the tackle. Nice.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. And that receiver good.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Let's go, boys.
A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Washington 45.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. 3 buzz. 56 the Mike, boys. 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and 11 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. A great pick,
return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard.
Back to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
To Curtis Samuel.
25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
To number 28.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. On the move to his left. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yard.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready. Black. 95. Watch the pass. 56. Black. 56. Come on, boy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
47.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so.
Moving on, they still have a chance. Let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brady.